A warning there coming from UP Chief Minister. Let's now shift our focus to the latest update coming in from Karnataka, and it's a big news that we have got for you from Karnataka. The salary of Karnataka's netas has been revised. That's the latest update coming in. Draft bill of the salary hike of netas has been accessed, and we have exclusive details of the salary hike that is now come into effect for the netas of Karnataka. Remember, it was their demand as well a couple of weeks ago. Here on Times Now, we broke that story, and here are the details. As per the documents accessed by Times Now, the chairman and speaker salary, in fact, used to be 75,000, and I believe that's now going to go up to 1,25,000 rupees. Let me straight away go across to my colleague Deepak Bopanna joining us on the broadcast. Deepak, give us more details. Okay, we'll go across to Deepak in just a bit and get you more details. In fact, deputy chairman and deputy speaker's salary will go up from 60,000 to 80,000 rupees. For the leader of opposition, salary will go up from 60,000 to 80,000 rupees. Government and opposition chief whip and the government chief whip salary is going to increase from 50,000 to 70,000 rupees. Opposition chief whip salary will also increase from 50,000 to 70,000 rupees. And these are the proposed amendments. That's the latest update coming in. Imran is now joining us on the phone line for more on this. Imran, give us more details of this salary hike for Karnataka netas that's going to happen. Imran, can you hear me?
Well, yes, this is the recommendation. The recommendation had been given by by the several of the MLAs there, including BJP MLA Arvind Bellat, about the salaries hike of MLAs. It was the proposal was there in the last session, but now it has come in met the Chief Minister. The Chief Minister set up a committee, and the committee has recommended this proposed amendment for all these salary hikes. The amendment says that the committee suggested that the salary of Chief Minister should be increased from 75,000 rupees to 1,50,000 rupees. Salary of minister should be increased from 60,000 rupees to 1,25,000 rupees, and some allowance of Chief Minister and Minister should go from 4,50,000 rupees to 5 lakh rupees. That's a 50,000 increase. HRA should be increased of ministers from 1,20,000 to 2 lakh rupees, and salaries of minister to 50,000 rupees to 75,000 rupees. And also similarly, HRA of minister should be increased from 1,20,000 to 2 lakh rupees. This is the proposed. The committee has said that these are the changes which they have want, and right now the Home Minister just was speaking about it, saying that when asked the question of how they're justifying it about the hike in salary hike over the MLAs, and this is what they said. We just also have sir, committee says a hike of salary of MLAs, sir. What do you have to say on that?
I already told that.
It's a hike of salaries of MLAs and ministers.
That is already come in. It's not. I am not responsible to
what
react.
is your take, sir? Because
see, at the legislature they will react. The minister concerned will react, not me.
Okay. So, when the time the funds are not there, hike of ministers and salaries, sir. So there you see Energy Minister saying that it was a committee which has decided, which includes all the MLAs from respective parties. They have decided to hike the salaries of both chief ministers and the ministers, and also the HRA of the chief minister and also the minister. They're justifying, saying that there is an overall price has come up, and the salary also needs to be updated, and hence that's the reason why that salary hike has been done by the committee.
Right, Imran, request you to stay on with us. Let me go across to my colleague Deepak Bopanna as well, who's also joining us live right now. Deepak, so the justification there coming in from the Energy Minister that Imran was speaking with, that it's a recommendation that has come, and they of course will welcome it, and I'm sure all political parties will now welcome it, because it's going to be increased for all the netas there, isn't it?
Yes, like my colleague was pointing out, this was something that was recommended in the past by some of the BJP legislators themselves. So right now, be it Congress, JDS or BJP, all legislators believe they deserve an increase in salary. When you ask the common man, of course, about the same, because it's at the end of the day, their tax-paid money that goes into the salaries of our netas, they believe that, you know, their salaries should be directly proportional to their performance. But here, it's a unilateral increase that they're seeking for all the MLAs. And then depending on the designation that they have in the assembly, like the leader of the opposition, the chief whip, their allowances, of course, as well goes up according to this new, slab that they have come out with. We've, of course, asked the speaker in the past. Now, he, went on to say that anything that the MLA gets, people question, which is not right. They are hardworking, and there are several MLAs who actually are in need of the salary. Now, when you look at some of their cars, when you look at some of their houses, one would question, does their salary even make sense to the kind of luxury life that they're living? When some of the MLAs, when you speak to them, they say, well, if there are 3 to 4 time MLAs, yes, probably for them salaries don't make a difference, but for the first or second time MLAs, salaries play a big role, is the counter claim that usually comes in from some of the legislators when you have a word with them.
But it's an important point you're making, Deepak, that it should be directly proportional to the performance, to what they are doing for the people of Karnataka, for which they were elected and sent to the assembly. Stay on with us, Deepak as well as Imran. Let me go across to my colleague Sagrika as well, who's joining us live from the newsroom right now. Sagrika, I believe you have that copy of the draft bill, the draft increment letter, as we are calling it. For us, of course, the increment season is going to begin after a month or so. But for the netas in Karnataka, it has happened.
And it's a bonanza. If I just quote one figure for you, and this is the first figure, and if you just think about the kind of percentage, let's talk in percentage. The first hike, the first revised salary we are talking about, or the increase we are seeing, is more than 66%, Hina. How are we saying this? Because just go by the first detail. This is the Karnataka Legislature Salaries, Pension and Allowances Amendment Bill 2025, comparative statement. So, point number 1, salary of the chairman and speaker, present 75,000, revised 1,25,000. And what does the calculation take us to? It's a little more than 66%. Then let's talk about the sumptuary allowance of chairman and speaker. Here it is about 4 lakhs, and now there is a revise as well. Then if you also look at the house rent allowance of the chairman, the speaker, the deputy chairman, the deputy speaker, the leader of opposition, the government chief whip and the opposition chief whip, it used to be 1,60,000. It's now gone up to 2,50,000. Then the MRA of the chairman of the speaker, which used to be about 20,000, is now 25,000. Daily allowance outside the state used to be 3,500. It's up to 5,000. The accommodation, accommodation allowance, which used to be 7,000, is up to 10,000. Then you have deputy chairman and deputy speaker. The amount that used to earlier be, that is the salary which used to be 60,000, is up to 80,000. The sumptuary allowance, which used to be 2,50,000, is now 3 lakh rupees. Then you have the opposition leader's salary of the leader of the opposition used to be 60,000. It's now up to 80,000. The sumptuary allowance in the same used to be 2,50,000. It's now 3 lakhs. Then you have the salary of the government chief whip, which used to be 50,000, is now 70,000. Sumptuary allowance, which earlier used to be again 2,50,000, is up to 3 lakhs. So this is the kind of revised, salaries and pensions and allowances, the revisions that we've seen is all here. The present salary is mentioned here, and the revised salary is mentioned here.
Right. Sagrika, request you to stay on with us. Deepak and Imran also stay on with us. Okay, Deepak, now coming back to you, as Sagrika was explaining to our viewers how much the salary is going to increase for the netas of Karnataka. And it's interesting, just look today only, a couple of hours ago, we were discussing that how for the people of Karnataka, the electricity bill is going to go up from 1st of April. But look, for our netas, it's a salary hike. The point is, fine, everybody deserves a salary hike, but what about their work? Because that doesn't seem to be happening. The guarantees that were announced are not being fulfilled. Apart from that, for Aam Janta, there has been so much of pain in the recent past, where the prices of even basic commodities like milk, etc., have been continuously going up. Even today also, we saw the electricity price hike announcement coming in.
Well, one would easily question that any, private company or anyone working with any institution would know that his increment is really based on his performance. But for elected representatives or government employees, it's usually based on what the Finance Commission really decides. And here it is what the MLAs themselves probably decide. Because at the end of the day, the legislation, the request comes in from the legislators, then the decision of course is taken by the legislators, and then of course the order is passed in the assembly, which is again by the legislators. So it is decided by them, for their own benefit. So it's of course, many would question whether this is the need of the hour. And like I mentioned earlier, when you look at the salary, even the increase from 60,000 to 80,000, this is a salary. Any individual earning this sort of a salary, will he be able to really drive around in a Range Rover? Will he have, a multi-storied house? How are they able to actually afford all of this and then request for this salary hike? And is it really proportional to the income that they declare when they actually contest elections? These are definitely questions that the common man will have. But at this point in time, the defense continues to come in thick and fast from the legislators. This is the need of the hour. Many of them are in dire need of this salary. And this is something that has been done and has been pending for quite some time. And based on the request of many of the legislators, this is being implemented now, is the counter that comes in.
Right. Deepak, stay on with us. Let me go back to my colleague Sagrika, who I believe has some more details of the salary hike that's now going to be kicking in very soon.
Hina, I just want to make a mention. We just noticed this in this document. If you look at the portion of house rent allowance of chairman, speaker, deputy speaker, leader of opposition, government chief whip and opposition chief whip. So earlier it used to be 1,60,000. The revised income which came in typed, let me just zoom in a little, which came in type said 2 lakh rupees. Somebody put a scratch on it and took it up to 2,50,000 rupees. And if you just do a basic, basic math to see the percentage, the kind of percentage hike that we are looking at, this house rent allowance, the hike seen in this itself is 56.25%. Then when we talk about the percentage increase of, the kind of, for example, sumptuary allowance of the chairman and the speaker, it used to be about 4 lakh, it's gone up to 5 lakh. So if you just do a basic revision, basic percentage to calculate the kind of hike that has been given, basic increase is more than 50%.
Well, yes. They're not satisfied really with mere 40,000 rupee hike. They want 90,000 rupee hike because that's what that correction seemed to suggest. Sagrika, stay on with us. Let me go across to Imran as well. Deepak continues to be with us at this point in time. Imran, now, the question really is that 50 to 60% seems to be the minimum that has been the hike in salaries and other kind of allowances that these netas are going to be getting. The question is, they only think about their own luxury. They want recliners, they want salary hikes, but what about accountability? What about the promises that they made to the people of Karnataka when they were being elected? Because remember what Mr. D.K. Shivkumar had said, that, nothing can change overnight. Even God can't change things overnight. I mean, it doesn't really seem that they have any intention of making things better for the public. It seems that they are only interested in ensuring that their salary is hiked. They get all the luxury, that they want. For example, recliners in the assembly, etc. And now we are seeing a 50 to 60% in hike in salary as well as allowances.
Well, 80% of MLAs in the Karnataka Assembly don't need a salary what they're getting right now because they are it's self-sufficient in terms of the many projects and the cuts they get into it. Now, over that, there is a committee which has recommended more than 50% hike salaries, which is unprecedented. Now, they're seeing that, as far as people will be even willing to overlook all that if the work is equally proportionate to what they're demanding. Now, we saw that how the luxury recliners and massage chairs were brought in by the assembly for the service of the MLAs because some of them didn't want to come back after the post-lunch. Now, this is a main issue of that. What about the governance and how they're just going to justify the salaries? The Home Minister said that, this is, everything is going up, even the prices of common essential commodities are going up. So it's justifiable that the salaries of Chief Minister and also of the MLAs also be increased. And that to 50% increase is what the committee looking at it. Cutting across party lines, there seems to be, understanding that, they are welcoming this move. We have to get more reactions as to what BJP principally has to say on this issue. But so far, we've spoken to the Energy Minister and the Home Minister, both justifying that it is high time the salaries of the MLAs and both also the ministers should be increased from what it is right now.
Imran, stay on with us, and we have a reaction from Karnataka's Home Minister as well, G. Parmeshwara, who has backed the move of salary hike for the netas. The Karnataka government is justifying, in fact, the salary hike. Listen into these reactions.
Everybody in a way, they have to survive. It's a matter of chicken and egg story. So, everybody has to survive. And obviously, Chief Minister will manage to give this money from some accounts. Recommendations have come from MLAs or others. So that's why the decision has been taken by Chief Minister.
We have a reaction now coming in from the Bharatiya Janata Party as well. BJP seems to be questioning Congress government's priorities in Karnataka. Listen in.
कर्नाटका कांग्रेस सरकार की प्राथमिकता देखिए, एक तरफ तो सिद्धरमैया जी लाखों रुपए करोड़ों रुपए खर्च करके वीवीआईपी लग्जरी ट्रैवल करते हैं, अपनी ऑफिस को शीश महल बनाते हैं, घर को शीश महल बनाते हैं, और दूसरी ओर आम आदमी पर लगातार बोझ बढ़ता जा रहा है। अभी पता चला है कि 1 अप्रैल से अप्रैल फूल जोक नहीं होगा, पर एक क्रूअल जोक होगा कि बिजली के दाम फिर से बढ़ाए जाएंगे। पानी, बिजली, दूध, स्टैम्प ड्यूटी, मेट्रो, सबके दाम कर्नाटका में बढ़ गए, और अब पता चल रहा है कि एक तरफ तो आम आदमी को बढ़े हुए दाम देने पड़ेंगे और दूसरी तरफ नेताओं की सैलरी बढ़ाई जाएगी। मतलब कि इनके जनता पे टैक्स डालने की फितरत है और खुद की जेब भरने की फितरत है। यही कांग्रेस पार्टी की असलियत है। बड़े बड़े गारंटी किए, परंतु वो गारंटी सारे झूठे निकले। अब
So you heard the reactions from both Congress as well as the BJP. Let me go across to my colleagues who continue to be with us on this big story from Karnataka, Deepak as well as Imran. Deepak, we heard what the BJP spokesperson Shehzad Poonawalla had to say. Is that the view of BJP netas in Karnataka as well, questioning the priorities of the Congress government in Karnataka? Can we expect some kind of opposition from BJP on this salary hike, or they are going to be okay because eventually it's going to benefit some of the BJP netas too?
Well, unfortunately, the MLAs in Karnataka, the BJP MLAs or the JDS MLAs may not echo the same sentiment as the spokesperson there did, because it is some of their own legislators who had in fact requested this. In fact, the Deputy Leader of Opposition, Mr. Arvind Bella from the BJP, had in fact mooted this in the past. So probably you'll have the BJP legislators as well welcome it. But of course, we've seen some of the spokespersons condemn this action. And overall, they're also raking up the other issues of various price hikes. Be it the latest one of electricity, the proposed water fare hike, then there's also, of course, the price of milk that's set to go up. They're saying amid all of these rising costs, whether there was a need to increase the salaries. But of course, here it is the collective decision of these legislators, and overall a request as well cutting across party lines.
Right, and we also heard Deepak G. Parmeshwara, the Karnataka Home Minister, who was trying to justify it by saying that it is a matter of survival. And we also know the reality of funds as far as Karnataka government is concerned. On one hand, there is cash crunch that is always used as an alibi to justify, in fact, the hike in prices of essential items, be it milk and many other things, electricity prices that are also going to go up from April 1. So where will the money really be coming from as far as this new salary hike is concerned?
Well, yes, at the end of the day, it's going to be, the common man who's again have to, of course, fund for these things. There is the exchequer that is in the kitty of the government. They spend it the way they desire. Of course, these decisions are taken by them. And as we all know, be it politicians, be it bureaucrats, officials, all their salaries, of course, are paid from the kitty, which, of course, is pulled in through the taxpayers' money. So at the end of the day, it is the common man who will, of course, have to pay for this. Now, as far as their managing of expenditure is concerned, they do sometimes themselves, the MLAs of the Congress, the BJP, they've all been saying that there is no funds, there is a dearth. Most of it is going towards guarantees. There is need for price hike because many of the departments are suffering. Meanwhile, they also feel that there is the need for a salary increase because it hasn't been done for a long time. Now, while of course all of this is justified, whether they have to of course get a salary hike, but why is it not proportional or in lieu of their performance is the question that many of the people would definitely ask. Because at the end of the day, if they are making sure that they get a higher salary, it should definitely be based on how much their performance and how well they're doing their job. More importantly, curbing corruption, ensuring that the people who are paying their taxes get good quality roads, infrastructure is done. If work is taken up, it's completed on time. There is, of course, timelines for everything that are set, but they're not followed. Whether all of this is directly proportional to the performance of the MLA, and is that again proportional to the salary that he draws? This is something that we don't see, and that's where the disparity is questionable.
Deepak, stay on with us. Let me go back to Imran as well, who continues to be live with us right now. Imran, you were speaking to, in fact, Energy Minister and the Home Minister of Karnataka. The question that is on everybody's mind right now is that when the government already is seeing severe cash crunch, then where is money going to come from? Does it mean that going forward for people of Karnataka, some more price pain, can be expected? Are we likely to see some more price hikes coming in?
Well, already the price hikes have been done. In fact, in the energy, the ministry also has increased the price by 36 paise for units, and the price hikes are there on all sectors, which is happening. However, the issue is about where is the government going to get additional funds for it. The Home Minister said the Chief Minister will make some provisions for the increase of salaries, and he said that it's a justified demand now on part of the MLAs to increase their salaries and also the ministers, and that to 50%, in some cases more than 50% hike has been done. And the state government looks like with all this, there is this understanding between all the MLAs cutting across party lines over the salary hike, and they will likely to pass that bill in the assembly. And now this is what the breakdown of the salary hike is begun for all the chairmen, deputy chairmen, opposition party leaders, deputy speakers, all including the salary hikes. HRA allowance has also been increased by more than 50,000 to 1 lakh. A move being justified by the ministers, saying that this is required now, and it is part of the committee which has come, which includes all the MLAs, leaders from all the political parties. There seems to be in a tacit understanding that there seems to be a hike in allowance of salaries of the ministers. But what common man wants to ask is, is that the equal amount of service what they're delivering for the salary they're getting is a question. Is a point in question, and also many people will agree on that. This is not the case.
The question really is, what have these MLAs, these netas really done to deserve a 50 to 60% hike in their monthly salary? I'm sure people watching it must also be wondering the same thing, especially people from Karnataka. Stay on with us, Imran, as well as Deepak. Let's once again listen in to the first reaction we got from the Home Minister of Karnataka, G. Parmeshwara.
Everybody in a way, they have to survive. It's a matter of chicken and egg story. So, everybody has to survive. And obviously, Chief Minister will manage to give this money from some accounts. Recommendations have come from MLAs or others. So that's why the decision has been taken by Chief Minister.
And this is going to be a top focus ahead as well. For now, thank you very much, Deepak, as well as Imran. Appreciate both of you for joining us with your inputs on this story. We will slip into a very, very short break. We'll be back with lots more. Don't go anywhere.